The paradox we are about to explore is called the Big Rip paradox. It whispers a haunting truth about the cosmos, a vast stage where everything we know, from galaxies to atoms, is drawn apart by an invisible force growing ever stronger. This paradox doesn't live in distant imagination, but in the very fabric of space itself, challenging our understanding of permanence and stability. It makes us question the unseen laws that hold existence together and asks quietly, can something so immense unravel before our eyes? And if it does, what does it mean for those who watch from within? The Big Rip paradox beckons us to peer beyond familiar horizons, where knowledge chases something recessive, forever slipping away into darkness. Imagine a cosmos expanding without end, its edges ever receding like the slow retreat of a tide under an ominous sky. The acceleration quickens, relentless and unyielding, stretching everything, from the grandest galaxies to the smallest particles. We anchor ourselves to the notion that space and time are constants, eternal frameworks into which our lives unfold. Yet the paradox unsettles this belief, revealing that these foundations are fragile, transient. The universe's fabric might fray quietly or tear violently. In contemplating this, we confront a subtle vulnerability, a reminder that the grandest scales of existence share the inevitability of change, inviting us to reflect on impermanence not as loss but as an intrinsic, beautiful uncertainty. Alara stands alone within the quiet shelter of her observatory, a solitary figure framed by the delicate glow of candlelight and the soft hum of old instruments. Through her telescope, she watches galaxies dance on the edge of mystery, logging the silent retreat of these distant worlds. Night after night, her gaze follows their flight. Not a gentle drift, but an accelerating escape, as if the universe itself is pulling them beyond reach. Alara feels a swelling mixture of awe and sorrow, knowing she witnesses a cosmic farewell. Her watchful eyes, filled with longing, become a mirror of the paradox itself, a vigilant heart chasing dreams, slipping further from grasp. As weeks fold into one another, Alara's silent vigil deepens. The journals on her desk brim with precise notations and careful sketches, a testament to her commitment to the unraveling cosmos. She experiences a quiet ache, a heart stretched taut between hope and helplessness. Each vanished galaxy is a whisper of loss, not simply a star vanishing behind shadow, but slipping into an unknowable void, carrying away the very promise of the future. This loss becomes personal, an intimate shadow across her nights, as if with every fading light she loses something profound within herself, feeling the weight of an ending she cannot stop, but must watch with fragile, attentive eyes. The distance between Alara's telescope and the fleeing galaxies grows faster with each passing night, a velocity that transcends light, escaping even the grasp of gravity. This escalating speed evokes a silent horror. The universe is stretching beyond the bonds that once held it whole. Stars, planets, atoms, each thread weakening until nothing remains stable. The tension tightens painfully within her chest, a growing awareness that the cosmos is not only expanding but unraveling. She wonders if knowing this fate so close could be a torment or a strange gift. Is the certainty of the end a comfort or a burden that frays the edges of hope and reason alike? Ilara's observations now speak of a final rupture where not even matter can resist the pull apart. The very fabric of reality seems poised to tear, dissolving the laws that once governed time, space, and existence itself. She struggles with the enormity of this vision, a truth so immense it borders on the surreal. The paradox presses on her mind. How can anything alive foresee its own demise when the boundaries of all things are falling away? Is the awareness of the breakdown part of the unraveling? Or does the universe's end arrive as a silent, sudden oblivion beyond all knowing? In this tension, Alara embodies the paradox herself, seeking knowledge where none may survive. In a quiet moment, Alara contemplates that her telescope is more than a tool. It is a metaphor for every moment we try to grasp understanding in a world constantly slipping beyond reach. Like the galaxies fleeing faster than sight, the edges of our knowledge might forever recede, an endless horizon racing ahead no matter how closely we approach. This realization softens the despair, revealing a delicate beauty within the chase itself, a dance between knowing and unknowing. With every star lost, a poem of impermanence writes itself across the night. Alara begins to see that the paradox is not merely destruction, but a profound invitation to embrace mystery as a companion rather than a foe. As days pass, Alara's fear mingles with a strange acceptance. She wonders if the laws of physics, once thought eternal, are merely temporary guardians, destined to dissolve along with the grandest structures they hold. This dissolution redefines existence, suggesting that what feels solid and permanent is already slipping, stretching beneath her like shadows, lengthening at dusk. In acknowledging this fragile foundation, Alara feels the weight and wonder of living with an expiration date. It is a profound question not only of cosmic fate, but of human meaning. How does one live fully, love deeply, and dream bravely, knowing all might one day unravel into silence? In that suspended moment, Alara looks up from her logs and gazes beyond the fragile panes of glass, lost in thought. If the big rip draws near, will awareness endure until the very edge? Some say the end will come softly, like sleep collapsing without struggle. Others imagine a final crescendo, time tearing at its seams with a scream. Alara's heart holds both hopes and fears, recognizing the paradox as both threat and revelation. Through her quiet watch, she teaches us that impermanence is woven into the fabric of everything, even the vast galaxies we admire. What remains is how we choose to face the ending, with fear, wonder, or quiet surrender. So here in your quiet moment, beneath a sky still whole and shimmering with stars, ask yourself this: if the universe must one day unravel completely, slipping beyond all sight and sound, will it feel like a sigh, an infinite release, or a scream that shatters the stars? Does the knowledge of inevitable ending make this breath more precious or more fragile? The Big Rip paradox is a gentle reminder that nothing lasts forever, but perhaps within that truth lies a deeper beauty, an invitation to treasure this transient now, to rest softly in the mystery, and to wonder quietly about what might come before the final stretch begins.